Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's get into everything you missed from the 2026 Critics' Choice Awards. Yes, the glitz, the glam, the jaw-dropping moments, and of course, the monologues that had the internet buzzing. If you're someone who loves award shows not just for the winners, but for the drama, the jokes, and those tiny moments that make your jaw drop, then stick around. Because we are breaking it all down. And let me warn you, this episode, it is packed. We're talking about Chelsea Handler absolutely killing it, Michael B. Jordan bringing mom energy in the cutest way, Jimmy Kimmel roasting the president, Timothée Chalamet giving us a blink and you missed it Kylie Jenner moment, and even a touching tribute to the late Rob Reiner. So grab your popcorn, because this is going to be one for the books. Let's start where the night began. Chelsea Handler on stage. Now, I've got to say, I've seen my fair share of award show hosts, some hitting it out of the park, others, well, let's just say they make you white-knuckle your chair and pray the jokes land. Chelsea? She was effortless. From the very first line, she had the audience in the palm of her hand. Handler has this rare ability to balance sharp, witty comedy without punching down. Or at least, she doesn't make it obvious. Handler kicked things off with a sly nod to other hosts we've seen in the past, saying, "At this point, I'm used to white-knuckling my way through comedian hosts' monologues." Not naming any names, but looking at you, Joe Coy. That alone had the audience chuckling. And it was the perfect way to acknowledge the pressure of award show hosting while immediately establishing her voice-confident, self-aware, and just a little mischievous. But Chelsea didn't stop there. She quickly moved into celebrity-targeted jokes, landing hits on David Zaslav and Adam Sandler with equal panache. And if I had to pick the best joke of the night, it was hands down her line about Nicki Minaj. "I haven't been invited to a black person's house since Sinners. The only person who has invited me is Nicki Minaj, but who wants to go over there?" Handler's timing here was impeccable. She delivered a joke that was edgy, personal, and yet strangely heartwarming in its honesty. It's the kind of line that makes you laugh, but also makes you think about how celebrity culture sometimes intersects with real-life awkwardness. Handler's monologue wasn't just about laughs, though. There was an underlying warmth and empathy in the way she approached the night, which brings me to a particularly memorable moment, the tribute to Rob Reiner. Now, for those of you who may not be aware, Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Singer Reiner, were celebrated in Hollywood not just for their professional achievements, but for the genuine kindness and integrity they brought to every interaction. While the tribute to Reiner wasn't the centerpiece of the evening, it was one of the most touching moments Handler delivered. Chelsea referred to Reiner as the nicest guy in Hollywood, and went on to say, "Anyone who ever spent time with Rob Reiner knows that the minute you met him, he felt like an old friend when you were in a conversation with him. He was present, he was focused, and he was funny, and he would ask you tons of questions, whether you were discussing politics or film or the latest beauty trends." It was a reminder that award shows are about more than just glamour and glitz. They're also about legacy, relationships, and the people behind the camera who shape the art we love. Handler's tribute set a tone of sincerity that contrasted beautifully with her sharp humor, giving the audience a moment to reflect amid all the laughter and excitement. Moving on from heartfelt to heart-melting, let's talk about Michael B. Jordan. Now, anyone who knows me knows that nothing makes me as randomly emotional as seeing attractive men bring their moms to awards shows. And this night, Michael did not disappoint. He arrived with his mom, Donna, by his side. And it was honestly one of those moments where you just want to pause the show and admire the sweetness of it. It's a reminder that behind the high-profile projects, the critical acclaim, and the paparazzi flashes, there's real family love and support. Michael has always carried himself with a sense of humility and warmth, and seeing him share this night with his mom just amplified that energy. Fans on social media immediately picked up on it, and honestly, it was hard not to feel a little choked up watching the two of them celebrate together. And of course, we can't ignore the context here. Michael was attending the Critics' Choice Awards not just for appearances, he was being celebrated for his critically acclaimed role in Sinners. The chemistry between him and his mom on the red carpet? Unmatched. It was simultaneously glamorous, adorable, and emotionally grounding. Now, if you thought the night was all about jokes and heartfelt tributes, think again. Jimmy Kimmel took the stage to accept the Critics' Choice Award for Best Talk Show, and of course, he didn't shy away from controversy. In true Kimmel fashion, he addressed his beef with the Oval Office head-on, saying, "I want to thank our president, Donald Jennifer Trump, without whom we would be going home empty-handed tonight." This line alone sparked waves online. Kimmel's humor is sharp, timely, and unapologetic. And this was classic Kimmel, able to toe the line between satire and commentary without ever feeling forced. And as if that weren't enough, he was introduced with a genuinely funny bit from Marcello Hernandez and Sebastian Maniscalco. The sequence was chaotic in the best possible way. A true award show embarrassment of riches that reminded everyone why Critics' Choice remains one of the more unpredictable and entertaining events on the calendar. Kimmel's moment was also a reminder that award shows at their best are not just about celebrating art. They're platforms where culture, politics, and comedy collide in ways that can spark conversation far beyond the night itself. Now, let's pivot to a moment that was so subtle it almost passed me by, but when you caught it, it felt like a little gem hidden in plain sight. Timothée Chalamet, the ever-enigmatic star of Marty Supreme, accepted his award for Best Actor and gave fans a sweet nod to his personal life, thanking Kylie Jenner, his partner of 3 years, saying, "Thank you to my partner of 3 years. Thank you for our foundation. I love you. I couldn't do this without you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart." For anyone who didn't know, Chalamet and Jenner have been together for a few years, but public acknowledgments of their relationship have been rare. This moment was intimate and heartfelt, and felt almost like a quiet secret shared with the audience. Award shows often celebrate public accomplishments, and the flashing cameras. There's life happening in private relationships, love, and support systems that are often overlooked. It was also interesting to note the timing. Right after all the chaos of Handler's monologue and Kimmel's political jabs, this moment brought the audience back down to a level of sincerity, grounding the night with something human and universally relatable. The 2026 Critics' Choice Awards were more than just another night of winners and speeches. They were a roller coaster of humor, heart, nostalgia, and subtle celebrity culture moments. Reminded us that monologues can be intelligent, funny, and empathetic all at once. Michael B. Jordan brought warmth and familial love that made the glitz feel personal. Jimmy Kimmel reminded us that satire can be sharp and timely, even in the midst of celebration. And Timothée Chalamet gave us a glimpse of love and humanity that felt intimate and real. It was a night that balanced humor and sentimentality, spectacle and substance, creating an experience that viewers could enjoy on multiple levels. And honestly, moments like these are what make award shows worth watching. Sure, the red carpet is flashy, and the fashion is stunning, but it's the interplay of personalities, the jokes, the subtle tributes, and the unexpected nods to humanity that stick with you long after the broadcast ends. Looking back on the 2026 Critics' Choice Awards, a few things really stand out. First, award show hosts matter. Chelsea Handler demonstrated that a skilled host can elevate an event, seamlessly blending humor, empathy, and cultural commentary into a performance that resonates. Second, authenticity resonates. From Michael B. Jordan's mother-son moment to Chalamet's shout-out to Jenner, the audience connected with glimpses of real life in a sea of spectacle. Third, humor and politics will always intersect. Kimmel's moment was a reminder that comedy can both entertain and provoke thought. And finally, we saw the power of subtlety. Not every moment needs to be loud or flashy. Sometimes, the smallest gestures, Handler's tribute to Rob Reiner, Chalamet's quiet acknowledgement of his partner, leave the most lasting impact. The Critics' Choice Awards weren't just a celebration of cinema and television. They were a reflection of human connections, cultural commentary, and the ways in which entertainment and life inevitably intertwine. So, what did you think of the 2026 Critics' Choice Awards? Was Chelsea Handler the best host we've seen in years? Did Michael B. Jordan's mom moment make you tear up like it did me? And did Kimmel's political jabs land? Or did they feel a little too sharp for an awards night? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear your take. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment of entertainment analysis, award show recaps, or pop culture breakdowns like this one. Because the truth is, award shows aren't just about who walks away with the trophy. They're about the moments that make us laugh, make us cry, and make us think. And the 2026 Critics' Choice Awards delivered all of that, and then some. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one for more deep dives into the stories behind the headlines, the jokes behind the monologues, and the moments that make pop culture unforgettable.